Hello and welcome back to Chaotic Crafting. I just decided I wanted to show you, I came across this in some of my crafting supplies. This is an altered book journal that I did with a Diane Reevely Dylusions. She has online classes and she taught this. I actually found this as a series of 4 books in an antique store, and he gave me a really good deal on it. But then I realized after I did the class that it was probably too old and fragile to really do this altered book journal any justice. But anyway, look up Diane Reevely and the Dylusions online classes and you will see how she taught this. So I just want to do like a quick flip through. I have some art by Marlene. I went through and glued 2 pages together at the very beginning. And then I have little pockets and little journaling cards in each of the pockets here on the first page. And they're all like just yummy like collage and washi paper. And this is, you know, a little throwaway. I die cut a butterfly out and I used the rest of it, laced up the page. So this book actually had these amazing little flip throughs, and I'm gonna have to do something about this binding here, but you'll see this book was beautiful, and it has these onion skins protecting these pictures. So of course I couldn't do anything with that. I just put a little washi tape tab on it so people would be able to pull it up and look. I did some washi tape on the ends. This is a little die cut that I used, a sheet of washi sticker. And then this is just die cut paper. This is art by Marlene again. And then I made like a little pocket on the inside of that I tipped in. I decided to sew on a button. I actually did sew that with thread, sewed on a button. And then that's also a good way for me to like stop it from going too far into that pocket so I can grab it. So that's a good journal, hiding journal piece right there. Leftover stuff, collage paper. Again, I glued these pages together. They were very fragile. I used some of the pages that I took out of this book to thin it up. I went back and used them into the book. So this one I made like a corner pocket. These are some cutouts that I got from a Daphne's Diary journal. And then this is a Daphne's Diary journal that I just did a stamp on. And these all tuck nicely into that corner pocket. I left that page nice and easy. I have taped some of the bindings. This is a clear binding tape because this book was very fragile. This is one of the acetate pages that I'd gotten in my stash, and Lord knows I couldn't tell you where I got all these from because I've been collecting stuff for about 6 years. But I put a little hole punch in that, made a little ribbon in that, and that's just a flip through. Pretty sure this is a fairy stencil from maybe Walmart or Hobby Lobby. Again, pages are glued together. I think I had this. Maybe it's supposed to be glued together. I'm not sure. And a pocket in the middle, but I can't remember because it's come unglued. This one I've got staples, and I just stapled in another one of those awesome onion skins that had that cool quote on it with one of the picture pages, and then I just cut out some books. So this has like a cute little tuck away. Again, I used a corner. This is art by Marlene. I painted it with watercolor, and then I just stuck a things to do tab inside that corner diagonal pocket. This I just swirled on with a little stamp. One of these doohickeys, the little stamp blender things, and then I just doodled on top of it. This, I saw how to make like it's almost like in the old days when we did in Alabama, we did these paper footballs, and we would flick them over goalpost. And that's sort of what I did here, but it opens and you can tuck something in it. On the inside, I did put like a little art by Marlene flower in here, but you can tuck something in here if you needed to, just to show like that can be a pocket. And then this is Tim Holtz, art by Marlene, Dina Wakley, Diane Reevely, and Jane Davenport. Those are literally the only artists that I follow and buy stuff about. So this is a Tim Holtz sheet and art by Marlene dragonflies. But this is one of those, Amazon has these sticky back clear vinyl pockets. So this is one of those pockets, and I just stick sort of half of that scrapbook into that, and you could of course journal on that, or you could put something else on that, and you could lift it to see it, or you can leave it tucked in. This is one of the Daphne's Diary magazines that has these bookmarks, and they fold back, so on the top of the book you can see like the rose or the butterfly. So I'm just going to do a quick, this was of course watercolor where I sprayed it on one spot. It's got some mica in it and squished it together. Diane Reevely shows this technique. And then I put I think it's Daphne's Diary magazine is where this came from. Some of these quotes are art by Marlene. This is a die cut. I want to say it's Tim Holtz, but it might be Crafter's Companion with waterfall butterflies. But I know this is all Tim Holtz this is all Tim Holtz colors, like wallpaper stamping colors that they have. Whoops, that butterfly got loose. So I haven't decorated it beyond just doing the waterfall, but I love that. And I love the background that I gave. A little tip in. Like I said, these pages are very fragile, so most of the time I gave them a little extra support. A little washi tape here and there. This is a clear washi sticker that I put down. That's not even stuck down. A little washi tape on the ends. Here's that butterfly bookmark that's in there. I'll probably never do another one of these just because I couldn't get it to work out right. This is a pocket on the front, on the top, a top loading pocket, so you can stick something in here. Again, this is a Tim Holtz scrapbook paper. This is a washi tape tip in. This is a leftover from a butterfly die cut, and then a washi tape. One of the reasons why I wanted to do this book, because you can see these edges, it's so old school that they didn't use a paper cutter. They're all torn and they're all ragged. This is one of those secret notes. I just folded it up. If I wanted to put a little secret note in there, I could. I haven't done that yet. This is just, of course, stencil and some background color. Here's another one of those bookmarks. Rick Rack. My mom gave me a whole box of Rick Rack. This is a Jane Davenport packaging. It came on the back of one of her stamps, and I thought it was so pretty. I didn't have the heart to tear it up, so I just folded it over, put a little, I didn't even do a hole punch. You can tell this is, I just cut this out. It's very wonky. It's not perfect, but I did the best I could, and I tipped it in with washi tape. So now I have like a little pocket holder in the middle of this book. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to glue these down and have 4 spots of pockets, but I haven't gotten to that yet. What else have I got? I'm nearing the end. This is one where I just tipped in a fold out. And not only is there a fold out, but there's a removable bookmark. I did do like it's a flower brad and a little bit of ribbon. This ribbon had leaves hanging off of it. And then some washi stickers of the ticket. Just folded a piece of paper out of this same book into thirds and then hooked on this pocket. This book is so old that the paper is really fragile. And then on the last page, I did a little die cut. I did a stamp, and then I colored it in. I have a large, this is one of those large stickers that has a half a page vinyl. And I've just stuck in something that looks like maybe a movie ticket, and then like this black and white ephemera into that pocket. Got a little eclectic collection of watercolor paper, a little music paper. I'm sure I think I could see where I drew a face and I didn't like it, so I covered it up with gesso. And then here's another one. I used one of the extra pages to make a pocket, and I put a tab on it with some washi and pull it out. It's just a piece of the paper that I pulled out of this to make it thinner, fold it in half. I can journal on this or put notes on this. And this is the cool thing. This is what Diane Reevely does really well. So what she taught us to do at the very beginning is to glue these pages together. I didn't do a very good job. As you can see, mine are in an angle. And she taught us how to really, really stack it so it stays straight. I really stunk at that. But when we do that, we cut out these little matchbox holders. So we have little drawers. And this is all like a Tim Holt hitch. It's a little part that you can buy. It's Tim Holtz, or it might be, it's Ranger Ink for sure, but I can't remember the name that does all of this stuff for him. But so I put 2 little matchbooks in here, and this is all from that class with Diane Reevely. But I love this little journal. I want to sort of tie it together. I then sort of just kind of opened the book up and weaved some ribbon in the crack between the spine and the binding. 2 or 3 different pieces of ribbon to give me this sort of look, although this is not holding the book together at all. And so this is my first attempt at an altered book journal, and I kind of love it. And I kind of don't want to do anything to it other than just sit and stare at it. But I wanted to share that with you. This is something that I've got. If you're interested in it, please look up Diane Reevely's altered book journal class and take it. Her classes are not very expensive, but I just love this old antique book, and I just wanted to share that with you as a little flip through. Thanks for watching Chaotic Crafting. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.